So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down.
Get set, get set.
He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeps the legs moving. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first.
And after one, we're tied 0-0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, LSU.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air. It's Nussmeier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you stop...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Fires to the big fella. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Here we go. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll throw it on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Restrepo. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. Johnson wants to throw it. Pressure coming. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to pass on second down. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
42 Spider.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, going up top. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Yankee Blue. Yankee Blue. Griffin. 691. Gaspar.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Durham. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Restrepo. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Temple is getting dominated today, and, you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 16 to West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. What a grab and go for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
22.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wide receiver shows motion. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
That pass is incomplete.
Wow, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Martinez on the carry. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Turns it loose. And it's caught inside the 15. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 24, LSU 22.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now the play fake. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants it all. Just threw that one way too far.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's right down the boulevard. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's reeled in. It's Durham. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. The give is to Williams. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the double.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Freedom, freedom.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Got it.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Lasso.
Back to the air one more time. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Ringo, Ringo.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out fast. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
4-2, cut, cut, cut.
Wide out in motion. Trying to surge it in. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. They put together an 81-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Canes. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets, Bye, Felicia.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking downfield, it's Gus Meyer. Back open in the middle. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dialing up a second down pass play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback just has to throw it away. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute situation trailing the way they are. The clock's still running, so at minimum you throw that football away.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Now from inside the red zone, using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air, it's Gus Meyer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to 3rd down. If we need to go for it on 4th down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring that.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too.
Touchdown LSU! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Arroyo. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get